Darts has never seen a shake-up like this before. Forget missed doubles or 180s under pressure. This scandal is being played out not on the ockey, but in the boardroom, and it could tear the entire sport apart. Because for the first time, serious legal threats are being aimed directly at the PDC, accusing them of operating as a virtual monopoly and deliberately strangling rival broadcasters and events. It's the kind of corporate chess match that would normally unfold behind closed doors. But now the gloves are off, and insiders say this fight could change professional darts forever. So how did we get here? And why are people saying Barry Hearn's empire might finally be cracking? Let's break it down. It all starts with one word: exclusivity. The PDC has long been the dominant force in darts. Ever since it split from the BDO back in the 90s, the PDC has steadily grown into a commercial giant, bringing in sponsorships, broadcasting deals, and global prestige. Sky Sports, DAZN, ITV. If you're watching darts on TV, it's probably a PDC event. But that's exactly the problem, according to one rival promoter who's threatening legal action. They claim the PDC's tight control over televised darts is shutting out independent events, no matter how good the competition, how talented the players, or how popular the format. If it's not under the PDC banner, broadcasters won't touch it. And this isn't just whining from a small-time operator. The accusations are now backed by what insiders call a serious legal package, one that could force the PDC to defend itself in court under competition law. In simple terms, they're being accused of anti-competitive behaviour. At the heart of this row is the World Seniors Darts Tour, WSDT, which has grown rapidly in recent years. Featuring legends like Phil Taylor, Martin Adams and Glenn Durrant, the tour has won fans around the world. But when it comes to big TV slots, they're being iced out. And that's no accident, says a WSDT spokesperson. There's a clear reluctance from major broadcasters to engage with our product, they said, and we believe that's coming from the very top, from those who have everything to gain by keeping the spotlight on the PDC alone. According to the WSDT, they've been blocked from securing TV deals even when they've got the talent and viewership to match. It's all about one thing: control. The PDC, they say, is determined to protect its dominance at all costs, even if it means suppressing the growth of the sport as a whole. But wait, it gets juicier, because some insiders claim that the PDC isn't just holding back rivals, they're allegedly putting pressure on players too. Several former tour professionals have hinted that playing in WSDT events, or even appearing at exhibitions not sanctioned by the PDC, can hurt their chances of returning to the top tier. Some agents are reportedly advising their players to stay clear of any non-PDC events to avoid rocking the boat. And here's where the real conspiracy talk begins. Are broadcasters being discouraged or even warned against picking up non-PDC darts events? Is there a blacklist, an unwritten rule in the industry? It wouldn't be the first time accusations like this have been thrown around in sports media, and while no smoking gun has surfaced yet, the whispers are getting louder. Now let's talk fallout. If the legal threat becomes a real case, the PDC could be forced to open up some of its contracts, media agreements, and internal communications. That means scrutiny on exclusivity clauses, revenue splits, and just how much power the PDC wields over the entire darts ecosystem. It could get messy, fast, and for fans it raises a serious question. Is all this growth we've seen over the last decade really good for darts, or just good for the people controlling the product? Because if competition is being squashed behind the scenes, how long until it starts affecting what we see on stage? Meanwhile, Barry Hearn, the longtime face of the PDC, has so far stayed silent, but sources close to Matchroom say he's aware of the legal situation and monitoring developments closely. Translation: he's worried. After all, this isn't just about darts. It's about how sports rights are controlled in a digital age. We've seen similar battles in boxing, MMA, even football. Now it's darts' turn to face the fire. To make matters worse, this comes at a time when fans are already questioning the PDC's decision-making. Ticket prices are rising. Scheduling has become more brutal, with top players complaining of burnout, and controversies like Rob Cross's tax scandal or the feud between Michael Van Gerwen and Peter Wright are dragging the sport's image through the mud. If the PDC is forced into court, it could open the floodgates to even more dirt. Imagine what emails, contracts, or private memos might come out during a legal investigation. Imagine what whistleblowers might say if they're subpoenaed. This could be the tip of the iceberg. And while the World Seniors Darts Tour is at the heart of this challenge, other organisations are quietly watching and waiting. Insiders suggest that at least 2 other promotional groups have begun compiling their own evidence of similar treatment. One source described it as a powder keg of resentment that's been building for years. In the words of one darts manager, this could be the moment where the monopoly finally cracks. If people have been blacklisted, if deals were squashed behind closed doors, we'll find out. And it's going to be ugly. Some players are now cautiously speaking out, albeit anonymously. One former Premier League participant told a podcast, "I was told directly that appearing at a rival event would put me in a bad spot with the tour. That's not a threat. They just make it clear you'd be on the outside looking in." Others are saying this might lead to the formation of a new players' union, fed up with what they see as bullying tactics. Some stars, particularly those no longer in their prime, want more say in their commercial future. And it's not just about money. If rival events can't secure TV coverage, that limits fan access, it limits sponsorship, and most of all, it limits the players' ability to build careers outside the PDC bubble. That means less variety, fewer breakout stars, and more dominance from a single voice in the sport. Even within PDC loyalists, there's discomfort. Some insiders have hinted that the top brass are now split over how to handle the legal threats. One exec reportedly wanted to bury it quickly with cash, while another insisted on going all the way to protect the brand. The gloves are off. For fans, this might sound like dry business drama, but make no mistake, the impact will be felt on stage. If rival tours get more exposure, we might see new formats, new rivalries, and maybe even more international players rise through non-traditional paths. And for the PDC, they're fighting not just for control, but for credibility. So what happens next? If this goes to court, expect a media circus. Expect bombshells. Expect old emails to resurface. And most of all, expect this story to get bigger before it goes away. Because one thing's for sure, in the world of darts, where rivalries are fierce and pride is everything, this isn't just about TV rights. This is war. So what do you think? Is the PDC protecting the sport or monopolising it? Should rivals like the WSDT get a fair shot? Or is this just the cost of business? Hit that like button if you want more darts drama uncovered. Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to subscribe because the real battle for darts might just be starting now.